meet George Carlin.
Hey, baby, what's happening?
We got assholes, scumbags, jerk-offs, and dipshits.
Oh, he's so young.
And they all vote.
He was funny, he was smart, he was opinionated.
I wanted to be just like him.
He was just so cool.
Here's the list of words you can't say all the time.
Shit, piss, fuck, cunt, cocksucker, motherfucker, and tit.
And the crowd goes crazy.
Shit, piss, fuck, cunt, cocksucker, motherfucker, and tits.
They arrested me for profanity.
The Supreme Court restricts the broadcast of dirty words.
I'm gonna jump to it right now. He's the Beatles of comedy.
I began this dream of standing in front of people and having their attention.
My mother was his biggest champion. She just had a way of lifting people up and believing in them. They were comrades in arms, but then what happened was superstardom. My mom was alone all the time. She's feeling left behind, and now the drugs are there. And that really did undermine everything in our family.
I did as much cocaine as there was in the immediate three-county area at that time.
He had collapsed in on himself.
My career began to wane. I had to find my voice.
In 1988, we were gonna go to the show to laugh at him because he was this older comic, and Carlin came out with like a howitzer.
Now they're thinking about banning toy guns, and they're gonna keep the fucking real ones!
You didn't want to be that George Carlin anymore. You wanted to be a different George Carlin.
What I really was a rebel.
Can't educate our young people, can't get health care to our old people, but we can bomb the shit out of your country, all right?
Come on, rise and win.
Stand-up's the hardest thing. He did the hardest thing for the longest time.
He was challenging society to be better.
Life is sacred? Who said so? God? Hey, if you read history, you realize that God is one of the leading causes of death.
George is still relevant. He changed comedy 3 or 4 times, and he's still talking to us.
Things that he was getting at were so profound to the culture.
What would you do if you were the planet trying to defend against this pesky species? Viruses. They try to divide people so that they can run off with all the fucking money.
Bullshit is the glue that binds us as a nation. It's the American dream, because you have to be asleep to believe it.
Come on, rise and win.
All right, that just came out a week, almost 2 weeks ago now. And I haven't yet to see it, but I'm gonna see this for sure, because I'm a big George Carlin fan. I wouldn't say I'm a huge George Carlin fan. I think I've seen probably about 90% of his specials, and I've seen like tons of video, everything going back to his earliest part of his career, like on YouTube. And I think he's kind of a big inspiration for a lot of social media commentators, Joe Rogan being one of them. I think he's good because he cuts to the point. He doesn't really play politics. It'd be interesting to see what he would be like in this world that we live in today, where everything is either red or blue, liberal or conservative, which neither of those things are. Most of the people that claim to be a Democrat or Republican are not really conservative or liberal by traditional standards. And I feel like a lot of times I can slip into that kind of commentary when I'm talking about these trailers, especially if it's like, you know, a humorous modern take. I can really get into it because like you have to kind of take a dose of medicine with humor, and George Carlin really brought that to the fore, because he was really talking about stuff where people were just being dumb, being stupid about stuff, and he just cut right straight to the meat of it. Like, it didn't matter if it was a left view or a right view. He would skewer it if he just felt like, why are we even talking about this? This is just like not good. And he talked about environmental stuff. He talked about stuff that impacts all human beings, and that's what any social media commentator or person should aspire to be. They should aspire to, one, have their own opinions, and two, express those opinions in a methodical way, in a a systematic way where you can just get your point across. And And you can learn a lot by watching George Carlin. So seeing a documentary about him, I think it's honestly long overdue, because he's been gone for well over 10 years, like something like 14 or more years. So I'm super excited for this, and it's obviously coming out on HBO because HBO released almost every one of his comedy specials since the 80s. So like I think they probably have the largest cachet of George Carlin video material out there, and you know, thank God for HBO. You know, like I'm excited for this. So please check this one out. If you can, just check it out, please. You'll do yourself a solid if you check this out.